Have you ever wondered why some men seem to effortlessly attract women while others can't even get noticed? The brutal truth is, it's not about your looks, your money, or your social status. It's something far deeper, something 97.8% of women are psychologically wired to respond to. What I'm going to reveal to you today isn't a trick, it's not manipulation, and it's definitely not fake confidence. It's a principle so powerful that when you embody it, women are drawn to you without even realizing why. This isn't pickup advice. This is timeless philosophy rooted in Stoicism. And once you understand it, your presence alone will change the way people respond to you, especially women. Attraction doesn't begin with what you say. It begins with who you are when you say nothing at all. Real power doesn't need to announce itself. Real power is silent. When a man walks into a room with calm, grounded energy, something happens that can't be put into words. People turn their heads. Women feel it. They may not consciously understand it, but their instincts react. It's not your jawline, not your hairstyle, not your outfit. It's the way your soul stands. It's the way your presence fills the room without you needing to demand attention. This is the quiet dominance of a man who is centered, calm, and unshakable. Think of a stormy sea. The surface is wild, violent, chaotic, but deep beneath the surface, the water is still. That stillness is what makes a stoic man different. He is not carried away by every emotion, every moment, every person's opinion. He stands firm like the ocean floor while the storm rages above him. And women are instinctively drawn to that stability. It makes them feel safe. It makes them curious. It makes them want to be around you. The brutal truth that makes a man irresistible is emotional sovereignty. When you are no longer controlled by your emotions, you become the anchor in a world where everyone else is drifting. Most men today are desperate for attention. They overthink their texts. They chase validation. They seek approval to feel like they matter. But a stoic man is different. He is complete within himself. He doesn't need her attention to feel valuable. And paradoxically, that's exactly why women want his attention more. Stoicism teaches that nothing external should disturb your peace of mind. That includes other people's opinions and especially a woman's validation. When you stop trying to prove your worth, your value increases. Because power never begs. Power stands. Power attracts. The moment you become emotionally independent, you give off an energy that says, I don't need you to feel complete. And women can sense it. They feel magnetized to it because it's rare. When a man is emotionally centered, he doesn't react out of insecurity. He doesn't chase. He doesn't give his energy away cheaply. He observes. He listens more than he speaks. He moves with intention. This creates an aura of mystery around him. And women are drawn to mystery because mystery signals depth. It signals a man who has more going on than what's on the surface. Most men give everything away too soon. Their emotions, their attention, their energy. A stoic man doesn't, and that scarcity amplifies his value. Imagine two men. One is constantly texting, constantly seeking validation, constantly reacting. The other is focused on his purpose. He responds calmly, slowly, without urgency. He lives his life with or without her. Which one do you think women find more attractive? The answer is obvious. Women are drawn to the man whose value doesn't depend on them. One of the purest forms of masculine strength is the ability to stay calm when others lose control. When a woman tests you emotionally, and she will, it's not because she wants to hurt you. It's because her instincts are searching for strength. She wants to feel safe with a man who won't collapse under pressure. If you react with anger, jealousy, or insecurity, you fail that test. But if you respond with calm presence, even silence, something changes. She feels that she's dealing with a man who is different, a man with depth, a man she can trust. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions. It's about mastering them. You feel everything, but nothing controls you. That's what makes a man powerful. That's what makes him irresistible. Because in a world where everyone is emotionally unstable, the man who remains centered is like a lighthouse in the storm. People are drawn to him. One of the most powerful things you can give a woman is your full presence. Not fake attention while your mind is somewhere else. Not empty words, just presence. Most people live in their heads, worrying about the future or replaying the past. A stoic man lives in the now. When you look into her eyes without fear or neediness, it disarms her. When you speak slowly, grounded, and with calm energy, she feels it. Presence is rare. Presence is powerful. And power is attractive. Women don't fall in love with your words. They fall in love with your energy. You can say all the right lines, but if your energy screams insecurity, she won't feel it. On the other hand, if your energy radiates calm confidence and quiet strength, You don't even need to say much. She will feel it. She will lean in. She will want to be around it. Because attraction is not logical. It's instinctive. To become irresistible, you must become the Stoic pillar. That means you know who you are and you don't bend your principles to get approval. You face discomfort without running. You control your emotions instead of letting them control you. You live with purpose, not just for pleasure. You give your attention like a king, not a beggar. And because of that, your presence becomes rare. Women can sense it. They've met hundreds of men who try to impress them, but very few who stand firm in their own power. There's a huge difference between wanting a woman and needing her. Men who need women push them away. Men who want women but don't depend on them become magnetic. When a woman feels like your entire happiness depends on her, it becomes a burden. But when she senses that your life is already full and she's just a bonus, she's drawn to it. Happiness is internal. It doesn't depend on her attention or love, and that's what creates respect. A man who can control his impulses becomes more attractive. Women respect a man who has boundaries, standards, and discipline. When you're not easily jealous, when you're not constantly available, when you're not desperate, she notices. She respects it, and desire grows, because she feels like she's dealing with a man who chooses her, not a man who clings to her. When you speak less, your words carry more weight. Insecure men overtalk. Strong men let silence work for them. Silence creates tension. Tension creates desire. And desire, when combined with strength, becomes irresistible. You don't have to prove yourself through constant talking. You prove yourself through your calm energy. Attraction is not something you chase. It's something you become. When you work on your character, your discipline, your inner peace, your energy changes. You stop radiating neediness. You start radiating strength. And women feel it. Attraction isn't built in the moment you meet her. It's built in the months and years you spend building yourself. The harder you try to make women like you, the less they will. Trying too hard signals low value. High-value men don't try to be liked. They live their truth. Some women like them, some don't, but they never bend their identity to please anyone. And that's exactly why they become the ones everyone wants. A Stoic man sees himself as the prize, not out of arrogance, but out of grounded self-respect. He doesn't worship women. He respects them, but he doesn't place them above himself. He knows his mission, his purpose, his peace come first. That mindset alone changes the dynamic. Women feel it immediately. They can sense whether a man is leading his life or waiting for someone else to give it meaning. Everything comes down to controlling your inner world. You can't control women. You can't control who likes you or doesn't. You can't control attraction. But you can control yourself. And when you master yourself, women respond to that naturally. This isn't manipulation. This isn't a game. This is masculine strength aligned with Stoic wisdom. The brutal truth is not a trick or a hack. It's transformation. If you want women to find you irresistible, stop chasing. Stop begging for attention. Become the calm in the storm. Become the man who walks with quiet power. When you stop trying to be chosen and start living as the chooser, everything changes. Your energy shifts. Your presence deepens, and women feel it. They can't help but feel it. This is the energy of a Stoic man. It's the energy of self-mastery. And in a world where everyone is chasing validation, the one who doesn't chase becomes the prize. That is the brutal truth, and that is why 97.8% of women will find you irresistible. Not because of what you say, but because of who you are when you say nothing at all.